Hi everybody, it's me, Trudy Healy. Welcome to your weekly angel card reading here for Beacons of Angel Light. This is the weekly reading beginning the week of October 15, 2018. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for my sponsors. Thank you for my clients. Thank you for all of you subscribers. Thank you so very much. I've been working a great deal with Archangel Metatron for this week's reading, and so I was guided to, even though it was Archangel Metatron that I was working with this week, and for this week's reading, I've been guided to use primarily my tarot, and then I'll be clarifying with Archangel Gabriel cards by Doreen Virtue, and then I'm also going to pull a chakra card by Rochelle Sharman, and that'll be the chakra that we're supposed to be focusing on for the week. Actually, let me go ahead and do that now before I forget all about it. Let's see if there's any others. Nope, that's the one. So, alright, let's move right along into the reading here. Oops. I was going to use some other cards, but that's what I was guided to right now. So, alright. We're saving this for this month. And since my birthday, I've just been feeling very drawn to my origins when it came to reading cards. So I've been very drawn to my very first deck, and that's why I've been pulling it out recently. It's a deck that's out of print, and it's by Jonathan D. It's just tarot. So the depictions on these cards are a bit different than the traditional. The illustrations are by Shirley Baker. At times I wish they would have put more in the illustrations, but it is what it is. So, I'm guided to do it like this week. Wow. So we got 3 major arcanas in a spread of 6 cards. That's great. Okay. So this is a week where we're being influenced by the Ten of Wands from last week or weeks prior in general. The Ten of Wands here, let me just, I like to reference because I get jumbled up. The cards, if they had a little more illustration on them, I'm sure I'd be able to better associate it. Okay, so each one of these wands is representing a responsibility, a duty. There's far too many things on your plate, and you definitely need to let go of some of these, like on behalf of others, you've shouldered responsibilities, and you need to start delegating, otherwise it's going to take a toll on your health. And so you're still on this note. You're starting to realize that, starting to delegate the tasks, or starting to see the repercussions of not delegating the tasks, whichever way this may go for you. So this is a past lingering influence, right? And now here we have the Page of Wands, which I do believe represents you. The page is... it's a very youthful energy. The page is a very immature energy, being that it's not a king or a queen. And also, this is a very hardworking, traveling, adaptable, young, enthusiastic, youthful mind cast. It doesn't have to be a young person, but that's how you're being described. You've got this youthful energy about you, and And so somehow this is supposed to be in the position of what's hindering you, but I don't really see that as a hindrance. Perhaps the only hindrance is that immature aspect where this energy of the Page of Wands is, they get bored easily. So that's perhaps the hindrance here. They get bored easily. Now we also have, working to your advantage, is the Empress. Somebody may be getting pregnant. This came up, I believe, in the romance reading for this week. So please let me know if you're pregnant. This usually points also to abundance of all kinds, not just financial, but in the home in general. There's food, there's clean clothing, there's everything. The cabinets are full. You know, she's a maternal figure, so anything that you need, she's got it. She's got it covered, and you personify this. So this is working to your advantage, that you are just very stable, maternal energy, whether you're male or female. You've got it covered, right? This is abundance of all kinds, love, everything, okay? Lots of good health, obviously. She's pregnant, she's fertile. So then we have then in the near future, and I'm going to call this like the beginning of the week energy, we have the Hanged Man feeling stuck, okay, feeling like you need to observe the situation perhaps from a different angle, because this guy is hanging upside down, so he's looking at things from a different angle than he would traditionally be in. And he's in an uncomfortable situation. However, he's free to set himself loose at any time. We don't see his hands bound, you know, and his other foot is loose after all. So there's certainly something he could do to get out of this situation. But he's hanging out and watching. So that's the energy that we have, I'm saying, for the beginning of the week. And then towards the middle of the week, we have Judgment, and this could be either you are judging or someone is judging you, and this could be, you know, like, have you been naughty or have you been nice? Or vice versa, the person that you're judging, have they been naughty or have they been nice? And this is like the cosmic realm is backing you up or backing whomever is doing the judging up, right? So there is definitely that energy. You may be dealing with the justice system. I'm feeling that if you are dealing with the judicial system, things will work out in your favor, being that it came out upright and not upside down. We don't have any upside down cards in this reading today, and even though I've been diligently checking them, they keep flipping on me when I'm doing my client readings, and it's just like, whoa, I really deliberately, okay, anyway, getting sidetracked here. So at the end of the week, the suggested outcome for the end of the week here is the Seven of Cups. And this is a decision that has to be made. And so typically you're very logical of the mind. You're very like what's expected of you, what's morally anticipated. And you've never, or you very seldomly make a decision in regards with what your own wants are. You put others before your own wants and needs. And so this card is encouraging you to really look inside and what do you want. That being said, we are going to be having that full moon in Taurus, which is going to be forming, if I'm not mistaken, an exact trine with Uranus, and that's going to be bringing up a lot of the unexpected with Venus in retrograde, talking about your value. You know, I can see that already coming up in this week with the important decision making. So this decision, obviously you have to make a decision. As far as when you'll make the decision, for some of you it may be right away, but this is that realization that a decision, an effective decision must be made. And it could be in terms of work, it could be in terms of romance. I am feeling because it's cups, it's got something to do with emotion. So you're either very emotionally connected to work. It's just a decision that you'll have to make that's going to change the direction of your life, potentially. So that's why I do say it could be work, it could be love. So let's, before we reveal the chakra card, let's get some clarity here from Doreen Virtue's Archangel Gabriel cards. I love Archangel Gabriel. Or Gabrielle. Okay. Sorry, I was just waiting to hear about how that was going to work. So we are indeed getting one for each of the cards here. The angels have no gender, you see, and Archangel Gabriel or Gabriel wants me to stress that to you, and that, oh, okay. That's funny how that worked. I didn't know why. I didn't get it until it happened. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Now, to clarify that 10 of Wands, each of these burdensome stresses, this is vulnerability. So you're being encouraged to listen to your vulnerable feelings as they are filled with wisdom and inspiration, and then pray for strength to focus on the priorities no matter what. Also, it's coming to mind, and they're putting it there for me, envy, jealousy, Venus being in retrograde. This is very likely for some of us, but let's not think about it in a negative fashion, okay? So when you do find yourself perhaps being a little bit jealous of what someone has that you do not have possession of in your life, are you ready, willing, and able to put in the work that is necessary in order to obtain that which the other person has obtained? Okay? So listen to your vulnerable feelings. And if that is jealousy, envy, if that is feelings of injustice, feelings of sorrow, feelings of give me more, angels. Okay, they're saying also when you're guilty, there's an immense amount of healing contained within exploring all of these negative emotions, okay? So embrace them. Take beautiful crystal baths. They're showing me crystal baths and crystal water. Now also we have here, to clarify, the page, the immature energy that I was talking about, that perhaps getting bored easily. We have a vision board to keep you inspired and motivated and, you know, focused, because the vision board is something visual that is going to remind you of what you really do want, so that you'll take steps in that direction, and you'll have that to remind you every single time that you look at it, instead of having to deal with this combative energy of getting bored easily. Get excited instead. Now here to support the Empress, we have classes. So the Empress, yes, she's abundant, and so this could be learning and or teaching as a part of your higher calling. So a lot of you guys may be learning something new in terms of metaphysics or in terms with your mission, right? Or you may be teaching what you've learned, which is beautiful. And it doesn't have to be in terms of metaphysics. It could be in terms with your calling in general. But I am feeling for a great deal of you we are beacons of angel light, let's face it. So we're glitches in the matrix, I feel like, for a great deal of you, being as spiritually awakened as you are, that it is definitely to do with the cosmic realm. Now here, with the beginning of the week energies, we have the Hanged Man. Supporting the Hanged Man, we have speech and speaking. So in order to get out of this energy of feeling trapped and limited, we have to speak. We have to speak and give messages that also help others deliver their messages back to us. And as I'm saying this, both the blue and the green candle flames are flickering, especially the blue, if you notice. And, you know, like they're making it obvious because you need to do some heart and throat chakra exercises in order for this to happen. And this could be in terms of, again, romance or work or at home, being that this is the general reading. But when you speak, that will make it easier for others to deliver their message as well. So let's see. That's at the beginning of the week. And then we have writers group supporting judgment. But this isn't just secluded to a writers group. They're telling me a group that you're joining or that you're being invited to join, some sort of group activity, okay? And perhaps you're creating it if that's not it, but it is like a like-minded group that you are now drawing in. You've manifested this, you've started to manifest it, and it's going to be wonderful. And this judgment, it's going to be good. I don't know how that clarifies it. Perhaps you'll be judged by the group before you join, or perhaps you'll be judging the people who are joining the group. Perhaps you are making some sort of legal documentation to formalize something about the group. I have no idea how the two of these correlate. It may be in different ways. Or they may be just talking about two separate instances in the middle of the group, the middle of the week energies. And of course, these are general, so it applies differently to different people, and some of it doesn't apply. I'm just tuning into general energies here, guys. So then for the end of the week, the eventual outcome of the week, we have here, stay true to yourself, clarifying the Seven of Cups. And this makes so much sense because the Seven of Cups was talking about making that decision in regards to your heart instead of what you're supposed to do, what's expected of you, right? Stay true to yourself. Archangel Gabriel is saying, don't compromise or water down your ideas. Trust and follow your inner voice. And this person is here. It looks like they're clapping. I don't know. And for me, clapping it makes me happy, you know? It also takes away the negative energy. So if you don't have sage, if you don't have Palo Santo, you don't have anything to smudge with, the best way to rid those negative energies is by clapping. And I believe like this person is doing that for themselves. They're like clapping around themselves so that they can hear their inner voice again, and that inner child that's been so suppressed for so long, they're finally starting to trust and listen to it, or hopefully be able to trust and listen to it. So stay true to yourself. Now for this week, the chakra that we are to listen to is, of course, the root chakra. I lit several colors here, and it happens to be red. So this is very basic root base chakra. And to clarify this, we have listen only to love, because fear is the opposite of love. And so if you allow fear to distract you, it will take you away from your divine mission. So don't listen to those negative thoughts inside of your head. See, this person here is listening to the negative thoughts, and here inside of the mirror overlooking her, or not inside of the mirror, but just right beside her is Archangel Gabriel, like, you know, saying it's going to be all right. Stop listening to those negative thoughts. I'm right here with you. And so our attention is being drawn to our health because we do need to return to a more homeopathic regime, you know, eat more greens and take less meds, be less dependent on sugar and dairy and white carbohydrates and just really toxic foods. They're saying also the way that we shower, the chemicals that we use to bathe ourselves and our hair and our teeth and all of that. They're saying that we need to have more attention to the way that we are living our day-to-day life and return to things that we've done in the past. So readapt that holistic health into your life. This is the base chakra, the root chakra. So you may find yourself purging a lot of toxicity from your behind. So if you toot a lot this week, or if you happen to have, you know, some... yeah, it's going to be coming out. So purging all of that nasty stuff anyway. But don't let fear allow you to be distracted from your mission is the main message for the end of the week. So guys, thank you so very much for tuning in, liking, sharing, subscribing. You guys are so wonderful and amazing. You're the reason that I keep posting. It's been 2 years and some change. So, of course, if you want a personal reading with me, just click on the description box below and follow the instructions. I still got my birthday special going on. And other than that, I will see you next week for that full moon in Taurus special. So, I love you all so very much. Have a wonderful week filled with blessings. I love you, love yourselves, and love everybody around you.